Your children are not your children. They are the sons and the daughters of life, longing for themselves. They come through you, but they are not from you. And though they are with you, they belong not to you. Our children are precious. They're a treasure. And we know, even though sometimes they make us crazy, that they have a source of wisdom that doesn't come from us, doesn't have anything to do with us. And this is a theme that goes all around the world, evidenced by this little story I'm going to tell you from India. Parvati and Shiva, our Lord and Lady, God and Goddess of all the world, they had two children, Shanmukha and Ganesha. Ganesha being the second son. And Parvati loved Ganesha, even though he had a chubby, stout body and the head of an elephant, but she loved him. Children can bicker with each other and get on your nerves, and one day Shanmukha and Ganesha were doing this after each other, back and forth, until their father Shiva couldn't take it anymore. I'm sure none of you have ever had that problem. He interceded and said, "Enough. What are you arguing over?" They were arguing over who was going to have this peach. There was only one peach. So Shiva said, "We will have a race. Both of you boys are tasked to go all the way around the world. And whomever gets back first wins the peach." And so Shanmukha brought out his great peacock and mounted it and was off in a flurry of feathers. Ganesha brought out his mount, a tiny mouse, and he got on his tiny mouse and rode around his parents 7 times, and then got off his tiny mount and put out his hand for the peach. Parvati laughed. "Ganesha, how can you think you've won? You haven't even left yet, and your brother is probably halfway around the world. How do you think that you're the winner?" "Mother, you and my father are Lord and Lady of all of this world. And to me, you are all of my world. And I rode around you 7 times. Oh, I think I win the peach." What could she say? Shiva and Parvati laughingly gave Ganesha the peach, and he was eating it when back in a swirl of sweat and dust and sweater probably too, was Shanmukha, who actually had flown all the way around the world. He was the son of 2 gods. And it took a little bit of explaining, but eventually, even Shanmukha was convinced of the great and deep abiding wisdom of his younger brother. Ganesha.